Okay, ready?
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And his first pass is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts sets up to throw it. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance. And they got it done. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
On third down, Cousins. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Hurts to throw. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 42.
Let's go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready up.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They're going right back to Pittman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Handoff running left, Patterson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Henry again on second down. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
I haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down.
First. Hey, we're good. Hey, receiver.
To throw is Cousins. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Derrick Henry. His first rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here we go.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Come on.
2nd and 2. They'll run the toss to Swift.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, no, easy. Quick. Zebra.
Cousins to throw it. Looking left side for Watkins, and it's a fumble. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Give to Patterson, running to the right.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Play fake. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Okay,
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
ready.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's got a man complete and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DJ Moore. 52 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, Swift.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Now back to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Here we go. Blocking 18.
They go play action with Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Cousins. He completes it to Julio Jones.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw, Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Michael Pittman.
66 yards.
And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Fourth down, Cousins. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Hurts throw is complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 2nd and goal. Hurts. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
As many games as the 2 of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kirk Cousins scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Patriots are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his pass incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins here to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To try again after the sack. Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Patriots, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.